Thanks for choosing THV 11 News at 5. I'm Faith Woodard.
And I'm Rolly Hoyt. Tonight, processing continues for many following last week's deadly shooting at a Fordyce grocery store.
We've seen many things come to light since Friday, and we want to make sure you're up to date on the latest developments. Let's start with the updated timeline. According to Arkansas State Police, a little after 11:30 a.m. last Friday, a suspect pulled up at the Mad Butcher grocery store. State police have identified the suspect as 44-year-old Travis Posey. They report the suspect first opened fire on people in the parking lot before entering the building and continuing to fire inside. We know some of the survivors took cover inside a freezer, but in all, 14 people were shot, plus the suspect, and 4 people lost their lives.
We're going to talk more about those victims in just a few minutes, but about 3 minutes after the shooting started, 6 law enforcement officers responded to the call, and they shot the suspect, ending the threat. Posey's from the small town of New Edinburgh outside Fordyce, but he's being held in Ouachita County in the jail there in Camden. It's about 30 miles from the crime scene. The shooting left 2 police officers or troopers with injuries, but they're recovering and expected to be okay. And according to Dallas County Sheriff Mike Knadel, Posey and his public defender waived his right to an arraignment today. We're still working to learn when he'll make his initial court appearance. For now, he faces 4 counts of capital murder. And since Friday, we've learned of many people who risked their lives in the firefight, some who don't even have a badge.
THV 11's Rebecca Brown joins us live in studio. Rebecca, you spoke today with a man who survived and is known for his selfless act of helping others during this difficult time.
Yeah, Faith and Rolly, I had the honor to sit down with Silas Compton, also known as Cy. He managed to escape gunfire and warn others of the active shooter at the Mad Butcher grocery store. His swift actions and his selfless actions to help others is what Compton tells me comes naturally, and he just wanted to protect his friends, neighbors, and loved ones. Not all heroes wear capes, but they often share 2 common qualities: boldness and bravery.
From the shotgun shells grazed me there and in my arm, and see my arm's all black and blue there.
Each bruise and each scar represents Silas Compton's survival after fighting for his life and helping others in Friday's deadly shooting at Mad Butcher grocery store in Fordyce.
And I see him down the aisle shooting at people, and the front windows are out of the Mad Butcher, some of them are all just shattered because he shot them and stuff, and people are screaming, and you know, it's a sad situation, I can tell. And so I go in there and I yell at him, and I can't say exactly what I said, but I told him to stop. And whenever I did, I guess he turned around towards me, and so I ducked and he shot.
Compton says fortunately he wasn't hit directly by a bullet, but he did suffer from shrapnel wounds. However, those injuries didn't keep him down as he managed to get up and warn others outside of the active shooter.
I'm glad I could have been there. You know, I'm very glad I was there and able to help out, you know, and I wish we could have kept more people from dying.
During this tragedy, Compton recalled only thinking about his wife who has cancer.
My wife was on the phone with me. And at one point, whenever I pass out, she's still on the phone with me for like 2 hours, and she don't know whether I'm dead or what.
Compton says he lived in Fordyce for more than a decade, a place he calls home, and never thought this would happen.
And it saddens me every time I see it, and it just angers me because it's not something that should be going on.
Compton credits his faith as the only reason he survived, and it's the only thing getting him through this difficult time.
I trust in the Lord. You know, in the natural, I don't see it, maybe never, but I put my trust in Him, and He will take care of me.
According to Arkansas State Police, 5 of 8 shooting victims are still hurt, and 1 remains in the hospital in critical condition.